Alright guys, so the news just came out yesterday. The developer for Lyndenwoods just released their starting price and PSF for their units, and let's go through it together. The 2 bedrooms are starting from 1.39 million with a PSF of just 2,189. The 2 plus study 1.95 million, PSF of 2,295. And 3 bedroom 2.35 million at a PSF of 2,298. And their 3 plus guest is at 288 million, which goes for 2,229 PSF. And the 4 bedrooms are going for starting 3.58 million at a PSF of 2,174. So what does this starting PSF mean to you? If you are looking to enter the market or even choose Lyndenwoods as your next project, here are 5 reasons why you should take action for Lyndenwoods and maybe some objections that you might face. Let's dive into it.
In the 21st century, where robots deliver food, where cars drive themselves, where the whole world is so uncertain, there's only one certainty.
Travis, the bro in your property.
Alright, so Lyndenwoods. This fact sheet is for those of you who don't already know. Lyndenwoods is actually a project by CapitaLand Development. CapitaLand is a very big developer, very big player in the market. They are well known for a lot of shopping malls and also residential component. So they are very renowned and a prestigious developer here in Singapore. Lyndenwoods is situated in Science Park, and one thing to note, this is actually the first residential project to be launched in Science Park in 40 years. We will touch on more later about this. So they are situated in the Queenstown area, which is a RCR District 5, and they have 343 units of goodness, and then 99 year leasehold, then the rest blah 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 blah. Not important, but the most important is the expected TOP is 30th June 2029. Okay, so here are 5 reasons why you should consider Lyndenwoods as your next project, be it for own stay or investment. Let's first talk about the location. The location, it is situated right next to Kent Ridge MRT, and it is in the middle of Science Park. Like what I mentioned just now, this is the first launch in 40 years in the Science Park region. The project itself is integrated with a shopping mall called Genio. So this shopping mall, actually investors have come in 1.37 billion with a B to make it into a life science and innovation hub. It has 180,600 square meters of commercial, research and recreational space. So this is a mall that you can get everything you want over there. A little information about this retail and F&B mall, it has shops that include food court, Postbox, Subway, Putian, and many more. I'm sure you don't have to go Orchard Road anymore. You can just get whatever you want to eat over there. A short walk from Kent Ridge MRT will also reach NUH and also NUS. So if Genio does not offer you enough food choices, right, or you just want to chowking for the day and take MC for yourself, you can walk a few more steps to reach NUH and also do those things. Most unique characteristics of this location is that it is in the vicinity of 3 transformations. Firstly, being the Science Park. Secondly, the Greater One North. And thirdly, the Greater Southern Waterfront. If you are not sure what these transformations are, today I'm not going to talk about them. You can do a simple Google search and then you can learn a lot more about all these transformations yourself. Okay, the main takeaway is that Lyndenwoods is situated in one of the most exciting transformations in recent times, in my opinion, and it is right beside an MRT station. Therefore, reason number 1, the location. Reason number 2 is the site location, plan and layout efficiency. Lyndenwoods is a full facilities condominium that includes a tennis court and a pickleball court. Pickleball, which is a very popular sport nowadays because a lot of people like to act like they are very sporty. Anyways, from experience and past transactions, condo with full facilities tend to do better in terms of price, performance than other boutique projects. Or like what other agents out there say, more huat gui. So when we see a tennis court, we know it will be a huat gui. There are only 2 blocks for Lyndenwoods, which makes navigating much easier. You won't feel like you are in a maze. With the bigger units of 3 bedroom premium and 4 bedrooms facing south, the rest of the units are facing north. One thing to note, Lyndenwoods have 2 facings, okay? The ones towards the north, you will unfortunately see an expressway which is AYE, which might not be that desirable, which I will also elaborate more whether this will be a factor later. Towards the south, we will also have the Science Park view, and if you go high enough, you will actually see the Greater Southern Waterfront. Therefore, you might actually get some sea view too, which will generally be very popular for those looking for own stay. There is no 1 bedroom unit in this development, which indicates that the developer is targeting for more own stay owners, which is a good thing because generally the bigger units in the development appreciate way faster than smaller units. So if the individual units appreciate at a higher pace, so will the whole project as a whole. Not going to go through all the layout, generally very standard with no odd shape. Even the smallest 2-bed 1-bath effectively utilize the limited space, and generally the more popular layout today, which is the dumbbell layout. Be it for own stay or also if you are looking to rent out your unit, tenants will prefer a dumbbell layout as well. Next, I will touch on the 2-bed plus study. The best thing about the project layout is that there is no long walkway or wasted space like some of the other projects out there, and this 2-bed 1-bath is actually very livable for a small family. If you are a small family, you can even use your study room as a helper's room, or if you do not require that many room, you can actually knock down the walls to enlarge your dining area. The non-PVVC characteristics of this project allows for more flexibility when it comes to changing the layout of your unit. So this project is non-PPVC. If we take a look at the 3-bed plus guest, this is a very special layout because essentially there is 4 bedrooms. Seldom people got guests nowadays because you don't really like to invite other people to come over and stay. So I will say this guest room is actually, you can use it to be a helper's room, and if you require more space, you can actually use it to convert it into the larger either master bedroom or your common bedroom. It also comes with an enclosed kitchen accompanied by a yard and also a home shelter. Therefore, you have plenty of space for your storage and whatever barang-barang that you have. The helper sleeping area, like what I've mentioned just now, comes with a private ensuite WC for your helper. So they might even have a better life than me. Next to it is a slot for your washer dryer, nothing special. In essence, the whole layout feels like they are very efficient and definitely will be very popular for owners who are looking to own stay. Lastly, let us take a look at the 4-bedroom. Usually 4 bedrooms in any launch will be the slowest to get taken up, but because there are only 23 units of 4 bedrooms in this project, therefore I don't think that this will be available for too long. It comes with a private lift, and also the most beautiful aspect of this 4-bedroom is the wide living room. It is actually 6.1 meters long. So even the wide frontage of the balcony, which is 6 meters, adds an extremely luxurious and scenic vibe whenever you come back home. And this is generally what people look out for when they are looking for a 4-bedroom unit. Okay, imagine the Greater Southern Waterfront view, because all these units are south-facing. So when you come home, first thing you see is the sea. Definitely something that I will want to live in. Okay, all in all, I will say they have made full use of the space that they have, delivering a livable home that historically outperforms any boutique projects in both lifestyle and capital gains. Okay, point number 3 is actually the entry price of Lyndenwoods and also the surrounding project resale price comparison. So let's talk about numbers. For Lyndenwoods, right, when it launches at 22xx PSF, when the news was announced, I mean, for myself, I was pretty shocked because it's, in my opinion, really a steal. Why so? Because let's take a look at the recent launches over there. Blossom by the Park. Blossom by the Park recent transaction is already crossing the 24 to 26,000 PSF mark. So even a project that is 1 to 2 years older is also transacting at a higher price. Next, we can also look at the Hill and One North. The Hill and One North are also crossing the 2,500 PSF mark. And then lastly, the most recent launch, which is the Bloomsbury Residences. This project, not that near any existing MRT. In the future there might be. It's launching at 2004 to 2006 PSF. So if today, honestly, if you are able to get Lyndenwoods at 2200 PSF, will you think that it's a steal or not? If we are comparing the resale prices of surrounding project, let's take a look at this project, which is also in District 5. This is called the Clairvaughn. So Clairvaughn is at Clementi Avenue 1. I will say generically it's a further location than Lyndenwoods itself. It is transacting in the range of 1,930 to 2,550 PSF. So let me just ask you, some owners, right, could even buy Clairvaughn at a higher price than they are buying Lyndenwoods. Does it even make sense? Clairvaughn, the average transaction is at 2,044 PSF over the past year, and if you take a look at Lyndenwoods, it is only 10% higher. 10% higher than a resale project. But you are paying for something that is brand new condition, more efficient layout, and premium facilities. Okay, so I really think this is a no-brainer. Okay, point number 4 is the profitability and rentability of the project itself. If we take a closer look at Clairvaughn, the numbers speak for themselves. From 2024 to 2025, there were over 120 resale and subsale transactions, along with more than 250 rental deals, a clear signal of strong demand in the area. What's even more impressive is the profitability. Out of all these 120 plus transactions, not a single one was unprofitable. Every unit sold actually made money. 1-bedroom units saw profits ranging from 100 to 200,000. The 4-bedroom units, 4-bedroom owners walked away with profits of up to 929,000. in just 4 years, mind you. That's almost 1 million made simply by holding on to their home for 4 years. They might only collect key for less than 1 year, but they have already made this amount. So on average, Clairvaunt sellers are making around 500 to 600,000 within a 4-year time frame. Imagine that, nearly $1 million just by doing nothing more than owning a well-located property. So that's why the owners, I believe, most of them, they are laughing to the bank right now. Naturally, some buyers need a home they can move in right away and will turn to the resale market. But if you have the flexibility to wait roughly around 4 years for TOP, I definitely will recommend a new launch like Lyndenwoods. So for the rentability, as mentioned earlier, Lyndenwoods sits right at the heart of 3 major transformations. If we take a look at Greater One North, it is actually home to over 400 leading companies, 800 startups, and a workforce of 50,000 knowledge workers. That's not all, okay? Science Park alone has 23,000 job openings in the pipeline. So now, if we think about all these job openings, and then we cannot forget is the schools. Students, foreigner students, overseas students. Now think about the nearby schools. We have NUS, SIT Dover, ACSI, and then UWC Southeast Asia, and many more. This institution attracts thousands of international students, many of which they will need a convenient and quality housing nearby. Here's the kicker. When you check the URA master plan, you will notice that Lyndenwoods is the only plot zoned for residential in this part of the Science Park. In fact, right now, there are fewer than 2,000 units available for rent in the entire District 5. So while demand keeps climbing, the supply stays tight. Now, lastly, let's talk about the exit strategy. I'm sure a lot of y'all have heard it from agents, exit strategy, what it is. Basically, exit strategy, I think the most important part is to identify your future buyers. Who are the buyers that will buy into your place? Take a look at Lyndenwoods' future buyers. First, you have got cash-rich HDB upgraders. Where are all these HDB upgraders? Okay, District 3 is actually the epicenter of all the $1 million HDB flats in Singapore. Okay, District 3 is just next to District 5, so it's a close vicinity. Just last year alone, in 2024, there are over 1,000 resale flats in Singapore that crossed the $1 million mark, including a record $1.73 million unit in Dawson. Okay, what does this mean? This means that a lot of homeowners, HDB homeowners, are sitting on serious equity, and in 4 to 5 years, many of them will be looking to upgrade. Where do they go? Even in District 3, they might come to District 5. Because they will be looking for something brand new and very livable, right next to the MRT. All these characteristics involved. That's why I would say with a premium location and full condo facilities, that is where HDB upgraders will go. Secondly, think about the families chasing primary school priorities. Okay, for HDB upgraders, most of them have young kids and they will need to look for a good primary school. Fairfield Methodist Primary School, one of the top 15 schools in Singapore, is expected to fall within 1 kilometer radius of Lyndenwoods. Official results are not out yet, so this is what we gather, but then we can get more news in the future whether it's really within 1 click or not, but most likely it is. So every year, demand for this primary school is very high. The Phase 2B balloting sees over subscription of more than 260%. So if you don't fall in the 2A phase, most likely you can't get in, right? So a lot of parents are willing to pay a premium just to secure a home within the 1 kilometer zone, and this is very evident in the property market today. There are actually a lot of rich individuals out there, rich parents, that they might pay a premium just to be maybe within 1 kilometer from Nanyang Primary School or those top primary schools in Singapore. So this is a very, very viable option in the future to sell to HDB home upgraders. Okay, so with all this being said, I have so many more pointers why you should consider Lyndenwoods, but I don't want to drag the video too long, and then because tomorrow is the launch, I know I might be uploading the video a little bit too late, but nevertheless, we still have a good 10 days for the launch. It will be launching, the preview will be from tomorrow, 28 June to 8 July. So if you have any more questions or any details that you would like to find out, please contact or WhatsApp me directly on my number, which is stated over here, and then we can have a quick discussion. Lastly, a lot of time and effort was being taken to make this video and also edit the visuals, so it will really help me a ton if you can like, share, subscribe my video. Okay, thank you so much guys, and please show your bro some love. Thank you so much. Peace out.